On the day this video will be posted, it will have been exactly 1 year since my last upload on this Jumpy Bean channel. It seemed like the perfect time to give an update on how my life has been, where I see this channel going, and everything that's happened in the last year. Because I'm in a much different spot now than I was a year ago when I last uploaded. This last year, from April 7th, 2022 to April 7th, 2023, has been a roller coaster for me. I left the school I was attending. I've been in a couple relationships. Have started working. Turned 21. And everything that I thought I knew about myself just got completely turned on its head. It has been a wild year of me just trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. And where do I go from the mess that I've made right around the time that video got uploaded, and where do I want my life to be a year from now, 2 years from now, and beyond, obviously, but just where I wanted to be even 6 months from the time that I last uploaded. Starting in April of last year is where I really started to have doubts on where I wanted to be, what I wanted to do in life, and I thought that making videos and uploading on this channel is exactly what I wanted to do. And it still is. Believe me, I want this a lot. This is exactly what I want in life. Being able to play games and enjoy it has been one of the best parts of my life in this last year. But doing it in a way that I'm putting myself first and not forcing myself to do things I didn't love at the time, or put myself through misery for no reason other than trying to prove to myself that that's exactly where I needed to be and what I wanted to do. In this time, I'm trying to find the right way to word all this. It's been stuff I've been thinking about saying in a video for a long time. Clearly, been almost a year since I've started having these thoughts, but I have changed as a person since the last upload. My viewpoint on life and what I enjoy in life and how I want to enjoy my life has changed considerably. Like I said, I left the school I was attending. If you don't know, which most of you do, I was a runner. And that was the big thing I was taking forward with me from high school to college, was I was a runner. The one thing I could look back on and say, if I don't know anything else, I do know I'm good at this one thing in life, was running. And I started having doubts that that's what I really wanted to do. And that just led to back and forth with me saying, if I don't run, what do I do with my life? Who am I? Because that's all I told myself that I was in my head. If I couldn't do this, what else could I do? And it wasn't until even somewhat recently, within the last probably 2 months or so, that I started to realize that there's so much more that I wanted to do in life than just run. I wanted to explore the world. I wanted to see places. I wanted to go explore. I wanted to venture out beyond the small bubble that I had contained myself in over the last about 10 years of my life. And I thought, and making this YouTube channel was a good jumping out point in reaching that. And I finally had felt joy and fulfillment again from something I was doing, from work I was putting in to something other than running. It was a time where everything I knew got reversed. I thought running was all I wanted, and videos and specifically making videos for a YouTube channel and on games I liked was going to be a secondary part of my life. I've always wanted this to be a secondary part of my life. I mentioned that in one of my first videos. It may actually have been my first video. Is that this had always been something I wanted to do. I didn't know how far it would take me, if I would be successful or not, but this is always something I wanted to do. And it got to the point where I really started considering, I was like, is this, around April of last year when I stopped uploading, I was like, is this really what I want? Do I want the running and this to be a secondary part of my life? And I couldn't decide. I just couldn't decide on what I want to do at all, because the videos started taking up so much of my free time away from running and school that I just felt trapped. And that no matter what I was doing, it was work for the sake of having work to do. So I took a break from all of it, from everything. I was in a horrible spot for about a month, where I just felt like everything I did felt like busy work and I was doing it just to say I was doing something with my life. And that is not the way you should live life. And I knew that wasn't, but I hadn't experienced it. I was just thinking, hey, I'm still young, I could just see what I want to do. But when you don't know what you want to do with your life, it makes it so much worse when you realize everything you were doing was taking away from you finding out what you wanted to do. Nothing I was doing was helping me figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And it just made it harder to zoom in on the important things, and it made a focus, and it changed my focus on getting work done than enjoying the work and enjoying the time I had away from nothing but non-stop work. So I took a break. I came back, I left the school, I came back home, and just tried to enjoy life for a little bit. Just took my mind off everything I could. But with that I realized, wow, I'm extremely bored. I need something to do. I can't sit around doing nothing all day, every day, because that's no different than what I was doing there, but in a different light. So I decided, hey, let's start doing something. Doing something to help move everything forward. So I ended up starting a job. So I'm working now, and that gave me something to do. I needed something to do that didn't just feel like work. And I know what you're gonna say, wait, but if you're starting a job, isn't that just work for work? Yes and no. It felt like a way of me branching out the way like I did for my YouTube videos, but in a different kind of way. And it just helped me feel like I was important again. So it's a different way of thinking of work, but it worked out for me. So I've been working for about 9 months now? 9 months? Yeah, just about 9 months. And enjoying it. I finally am doing something again that I feel like I'm useful for and am enjoying with my life. And it got to the point where in October, I actually started recording videos again. Yep, I recorded about 3 videos in October, started to edit them and said, why am I doing this? Do I feel ready enough to go back into doing this? Do I feel fulfilled? And at the time, no, I didn't. So I waited more. I've thought about making videos. a little bit here or there, but it's not like a need to make videos. And I haven't had a need to make videos, but over the last 6 months since October, where I decided to record again, I just changed a lot. Just in my mindset of I'm not working just to work anymore. I'm enjoying life again. I kind of have an idea of where I want to go. I'm planning out my future. I know where I want to be in 5-10 years. So now I'm working towards that. And now that I'm working towards something like that again, I thought now might be a decent time to jump back on the burner and make videos again. And this was probably about a month ago. This is probably March where I had this idea. And at that point I was like, do I really want to do it now? Do I want to, I can do it right this second? So I put it on the back burner again for just a little bit more. But April came around, and in my mind I was thinking, like, when was the last time I uploaded? I just started to think, when was the last time I made a video? It was, and then I checked, and it was almost exactly a year ago from that point. And I was just, really? It's been a year? So I decided now would be a perfect time to give an update on everything. Let everyone know how everything's going and how everything's been. So if you're still with me after the last year, which I hope you are, I actually have no idea. I haven't barely checked this YouTube channel at all in the last year. But if you're still with me, thank you. Just staying and sticking around with me for the last year and your support. I know I'm not getting comments on any of these videos, but just knowing there are people out there that have supported me in this last endeavor for a year has helped me so much. I like to think that I'm in a exponentially better place now than I was in April of 2022. And a lot of that comes from having people behind me that supported me through all of this and figuring out what I wanted in life. So that's everything on basically what's happened in my life for the last year. This channel, I do have plans for this channel. I do want this channel to come back. This was a big part of my life, was starting this YouTube channel. It may not seem like it. It may seem like I didn't really care about it, and it was just an extra something to do to take up my time so I wouldn't be bored of everything in life. This gave me life. For a short little bit, for about 5 months it gave me life, and then it became work. But what this channel did for me, it helped me branch out. And I don't think that's something I just want to give up on just like that. So I do have plans for this channel. I do plan to upload more regularly on this channel. And just so you know, I never ever gave up on this hope of this becoming a thing. I recorded so many videos that I just still have sitting on my computer. I have about 7 videos just on my computer from Mario Galaxy and Kirby, just never edited or uploaded them. But I have a couple Mario Kart Mondays and like 7 or 8 videos just sitting on my computer waiting to be edited and finished. I'm not going to do most of them, I don't think, because I just want to move on from that and start something new with this channel. But the content is there. I do have content. If everything turns out horrible, I have content. But now I just feel like I'm rambling at this point. I did not expect this video to go on this long. So yeah, again, one more time, thank you for being with me through all of this and supporting me through all this time. This turned really ramble heavy and way more emotional than I was expecting it to be. But just, I'm doing better. I was in a not great spot. I'm doing much better now. I know what I want in life. I think I at least know more than I did in April of last year. And I think everything's starting to become more clear to me now. So, thank you for everything. And I know this was awkward now because we're in the middle of a race. I didn't have any expectations on how long this was going to take, so I was hoping I'd be near the end of a race when I'd be done talking. But alas, just like the last year in this channel's future, I said at the time, never know where it's going to take you. And in this case, it's going to take us right here in the city of Berlin, I guess. See, now I'm just rambling. Alright, I'm just gonna pause it. Thank you guys for everything, and I'll see you guys soon. Not a year soon. A little shorter than that. Of course, this video is going up Friday. There has to be something going up for Mario Kart Monday, right? I'll see you guys then.